Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. I hope you guys are doing well and you are thriving wherever you are. You're happy, you're joyful and just your very best self. Now, today we are back with messages from our spirit guides. Now, in my pre-meditation, I requested my spirit guides to bring forth messages that are slightly gentle because I do believe we could use slightly more gentle energies in the upcoming week. Having said that, you have 4 piles today and you can really pick the one that speaks to you. If you're called to pick more than one pile, feel free to do that as well. I'll give you some time and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you have picked pile 1, then these are messages from your spirit guides. So let us look into what messages your guides have in store for you today. Now, the very first message that I get for you, pile 1, is you need to get in tune with your emotions. You need to feel your emotions completely. Whether this is joy, whether this is happiness, whether this is sadness, whether this is anger, you need to allow yourself to feel all of these emotions. Especially what I want to encourage you guys to do is I want you guys to take up mirror work. In fact, there is a really good book on mirror work that I would like to suggest, and which is a book by Louise Hay. Because what mirror work does, it helps us bring forth the unconscious emotions, the emotions that we've allowed to stay somewhere in our consciousness and never really allowed it to come to the surface. Because for you, pile 1, it is especially important for you, for your emotions to now be in a flowing manner. The repressed emotions that you have, they need to go. So that is the very first message that I'm getting for you. Another aspect of this is you need to pay more attention to your energy levels. And for this, I really want to encourage you guys to take up a green diet. But having that greens in your diet to help you raise your energy levels and to help your vibration is so much more important for you now than ever. Okay, understand something, the food you eat and your energy levels have a lot in common. Also, the food you eat and your emotions have a lot in common. Okay, just pay attention when it comes to that. Again, along with that, pile 1, you need to be very, very conscious about your energy. So what is happening is there may be people around you, whether you know it or not, who are sort of influencing your energy levels. Again, this can be your immediate surroundings. Maybe there is something in your surrounding which doesn't really carry that much of positive energy and it is just sitting there. And that is sort of, affecting your emotions. This can be, of course, old clothes. This can be books. This can be just, dust accumulating. So make sure you're keeping your surroundings clean and also making sure you're protecting yourself. So make sure anytime you're going out, you're creating an energy shield around you, because right now, as I spoke about your emotions, a lot that is happening when it comes to your emotional life can be because of outside elements affecting your aura. Okay, just be very mindful of it. Just make sure you're surrounding yourself with positive energy. Again, make sure you go out for nature walks. Make sure you're exposing yourself to the energies of the sun, to the energies of the moon, because they will really, really help you at this point of time. Also, surround yourself with people who bring joy into your life. People who make you laugh, people who really make you feel good about yourself no matter what. Be very, very mindful of these things, pile 1. Yeah. Again, pile 1, it's very important for you to be true to yourself, alright? Maybe for a couple of you, you do need that extra bit of rest. You need that rest so that you can connect with yourself. Also, what I see is your emotions are sort of out of place, So there is a possibility, especially in the upcoming 15 days, you might find your emotions going slightly up and down. You may feel like you're getting really angry, or you may feel like you're really feeling sad for no apparent reason. But this is because of outside things affecting your energy. Please make sure you're cleansing your aura and just go within your shell at this point of time. Okay, make sure you're disconnecting with people and connecting only with those who sort of bring your vibe up. That is really, really important for you. Also, the message that is coming up here is make sure whatever new ideas that you have, you're only sharing it with people who support you. Because sometimes what I feel like is with you, pile 1, you have a lot of ideas, you share it with people who don't support you and they sort of give you that negative vibe, that negative energy. Because of which what happens is certain plans of yours, even before starting it, they sort of go haywire. So make sure not to do that. Make sure you're being very careful about who you communicate with. Okay, because not everybody out there that you consider your friend is your friend. Remember that, yeah? Once again, I really want to remind you here to be true to yourself, to be true to your energies, respect the ebb and flow of your life at this point of time. If you feel like now you need to work, make sure you work at that specific time. If you feel like you need rest, you need to give yourself that. You need to honor your emotions, pile one. It's really, really important for you. Another element for you, pile one, is for you to receive. See, what is happening for you is you're giving a lot. You're probably being of service to a lot of people. You're giving with an open heart, which I believe is excellent, but you also need to receive. And when it comes to receiving, see, what happens is most often than not, we have expectations from people. So don't really expect other people to meet your emotions. Keep that expectation from God, keep that expectation from spirit, keep that expectation from universe, because it is only these forces who will be able to fill you up. Because what is happening for you, pile one, is you're very receptive to energies, and you sort of, sometimes consciously or unconsciously also take certain energies from other people who are not really in the right frame of mind to give you what you need, and then you really feel unhappy about it, or you just feel unfulfilled. So in order to avoid that, and in order to avoid those disappointments, make sure whatever expectations you place when it comes to your energies, when it comes to love, you keep those expectations from spirit, guide, God, all of that. Okay, just be very, very mindful of it, but allow yourself to receive. Anytime you feel like your emotions are low, ask the universe to fill yourself up, and just be open to receiving it, because your spirit guides, God and universe is more than equipped to give you what you need at this point of time. Once again, you need to give yourself a lot of greens, lot of fruits, lot of vegetables in your diet. If at this time it is possible for you, keep away from meat, okay, because you are going to be in the future called to skip meat entirely from your diet, and also milk. If you are taking certain level of milk related products or milk in general, you need to sort of make certain changes in that area as well, because certain point of time these things are affecting your energies as well. Like the kind of support you need energetically, you're not getting it right now from your current diet, is also what is coming through. The next for you is basically you, my dear pile one, are starting on a journey. Like what is happening here is your emotional changes, your diet related changes, your aura related changes, whatever needs to happen, it needs to happen because you need to start. Your life is heading in an entirely new direction, or for this you need to be prepared. Okay, so whatever work you're asked to do, it is just in order to help you take those first steps towards a better life. So what I see for you, pile one, is the life you're currently living is not going to be enough for you, and you need to move to the next stage. And for the next stage, you need to be prepared, and spirit is just preparing you for that journey forward, is what I see. Yeah. Again, for you, what is coming forth is prayer. And prayer is really, really important. And feathers, especially prayer feathers, what happens is prayer feathers have a lot of purpose. For some, this could be used for smudging. For example, if you light sage, I personally use like a feather in order to smoke things. This could be smoking my room, smoking my belongings. So for that, again, prayer feathers is very essential. And for others, if you have a certain prayer, you can just pray it on a feather and tie it to a branch on a tree, and this basically takes your prayer to the universe. So that is something that is really, really important for you. But again, this reinforces the message of smudging, that of cleansing your aura, and whatever it is that you want to now manifest in your life, it is important for you to wish that, to pray for it, to really, really get down on your knees and ask the universe to give you what you need at this point of time. Either way, that for you is very, very important at this point of time. And again, like I was mentioning, spirit is preparing you for a specific journey, and on this journey you need to prepare a medicine bag. Now essentially, what is a medicine bag? A medicine bag is something that you have with you on your journey, on your spiritual journey. In my specific medicine bag, I have a couple of things that I'll share with you. I have Palo Santo, I have sage. I generally use Palo Santo more. Other than that, I have an aromatherapy oil. I am very partial to lemon lemongrass, I'm partial to sandalwood, and I'm partial to lavender. Other than that, I also have a separate bag where I have crushed lavender because the smell really calms me down. So, and I also have my prayer beads, of course. I have them right here. I'll just show them to you. This was actually a gift that I received. So yeah, those are with me always, and those are something that I always have in my prayer bag. So anytime I feel like I need to connect with myself, I need to connect with my own energies, I need to disconnect, I use something from this medicine bag, and generally I'm intuitively guided towards it. And once you start using your medicine bag, you yourself will be intuitively guided towards what is it that you need to give yourself when you are in need. So you are basically being prepared for a very specific journey at this point of time. Along with that, your spirit guides are also telling you that they are also sending you loving signs through nature. Now, through nature, this can be in the form of flowers, this can be in the form of birds, this can be in the form of movement of birds or trees, for example. Whichever way you connect with nature, you will be able to receive these messages, but you need to ensure that you're receptive towards it. Okay, for me specifically, I connect through animals, I connect with birds, so that is my sign. So anytime I see a bird or animal which I'm thinking about something and I just come across this animal, I just sit back and think what this specific animal has in store for me, what the animal medicine of that animal or bird there is. So for you as well, you need to get into studying these signs of nature, and your spirit guides especially are telling you that they send you signs. Just be open to receiving them is the message for you. And along with that, for you, pile 1, your ancestors are with you. They are guiding you on this journey. And what is happening is not only your spirit guides, but also your ancestors together with your guides are helping you prepare for this new journey. See, right now in this reading, they are not really telling me what kind of a journey that they are preparing you for. But I'm sure, as time progresses in our next reading, we will be able to sort of look into that more deeply. But remember, whatever is happening right now in your life, it is preparing you for that next journey. Okay, and your ancestors are with you. See, they have learned a lot of them lessons themselves, and they have sort of given those blessings to you, and those blessings will help you carry forward on this new journey. And remember something, anytime a person has like a blessing from their ancestors, half of the battle is already won. Because what happens is, generally on our journeys, this can be in the material realm or in the spirit realm, ancestors have the capacity to block your path. But for you, that is not happening. You're free, your ancestors are blessing you, and you are just ready for the next journey. What you need to do is just a little bit of work here and there, and this is just about your emotions. Just make sure you are doing mirror work, you're accepting yourself, you're accepting your emotions, you're taking care of the shadow aspect of yourself, and you're just being open. And be very careful about your energies. Okay, just be mindful of it. I'll leave you here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, then these are the messages that you're meant to hear from your spirit guides. So just let's look into what is it that they have to share with you today. Now for you, pile 2, what is coming forth is you are not paying attention. You're not paying attention to the signs that you're getting repeatedly from your guides. Like they are trying to tell you something time and again. And it's like you're just blindsided by something. Okay, so what is important for you right now is you need to sit with yourself. You need to sit with your soul and really listen to what guidance your spirit guides are trying to give you. See, what I really figure out here is you are sort of immersed in a completely different world. Like you are sort of feeling like external circumstances are dictating your life, or you feel like something needs to happen for you to move forward. It is not like that. Your spirit guides are in fact guiding you. You are just not paying attention. Okay, so you need to follow their guidance very carefully is what your guides are trying to tell you. And again, what is coming forth is you need to be more trusting, pile 2. What is happening is you're allowing external voices to dictate you. You are allowing the voices of society, people who really don't matter, affect your psyche, affect you, is what is coming forth right now. You just need to understand that the only connection that matters in this world, the only voice that matters in this world is that of your own soul and the soul of your universe. And both of these are connected, okay? Understand something, the universe has your back at this point of time. You just need to trust the universe. You need to trust your spirit guides to take you on the right path. You need to surrender, pile 2. What you're not doing is you're not surrendering. Surrender to your journey. Surrender to whatever is supposed to come next. Have faith. You're not having faith at this point of time is what is coming forth. What I see is you're having tremendous doubts whether you are meant to succeed, whether you are meant to have a certain amount of thing, whether you're meant to have this, that. Relax. Relax is what I'm going to tell you. Yeah, relax. You're meant to get everything, but right now you need to trust. You need to trust the process is what is coming through. And understand this, fortune is going to smile on you. Fortune is ready to smile on you, but what is happening is because of this certain force that you're exerting, like probably you want something so badly, like you're pushing things so hard that they are, instead of coming towards you, they are going in the other direction. So understand, if you want something to come to you, wish for it and trust the universe that whenever the time is right, it's going to come to you. And understand and believe that fortune will smile on you. Whatever you may want in your life, whatever is meant for you in this lifetime, whether this is happiness, whether this is abundance, whether this is peace, it will come to you. It is going to come to you 100% is what your spirit guides are going to tell you. Again, at this point of time, what is coming forth for you is a lot of this behavior, constantly being in action, constantly trying to do something to sort of work against time is coming from your past life. Because I do believe in the past life, what has happened for you was you were a very assertive kind of a person. You were a very dominant kind of a person, somebody who wanted to have control on each and everything. But in this lifetime, pile 2, it's just the opposite. In this lifetime, you are meant to surrender. Just surrender and enjoy the process. Because you are so focused on the goal that you are not looking at the beauty around you. You need to understand how far you've come. In the past 1 year, I can tell you, pile 2, I have witnessed your journey. You've come so far and I'm so proud of you already. And you need to be proud of yourself too, okay? So please know that you're meant to get everything and just the best things in life just when the time is right. So just let go of that past life conditioning is really, really important for you to know right now. Along with that, you are really headed towards a wall at this point of time. Yeah, so for you, what is needed is you need to change your direction. You need to alter the way you work currently. Yeah, like I said, you need to have faith in things, but also when it comes to certain places in your life, you're meant to change your strategy. If you give something in your relationship and that is not working, you need to look at what you are doing that is not working instead of placing the blame on somebody else or feeling like life is being unfair towards you. Okay, understand? You need to change your strategy because right now the way you're just headed towards a wall. Alright, that is what I see. You need to redirect your energy is what is coming forth right now. Because what could happen is, it's very interesting. As soon as you redirect your energy, you are going to go straight towards your people. You are then meant to meet people who are going to be important for you, not only now, but in the far future as well. For a couple of you, I'm also getting a meeting with a potential soulmate. A soulmate who's meant to be yours for the rest of the life, okay? But you're just moving in the wrong direction is what I see. Okay, and for others, I also see you meeting people who are spiritually very, very connected with you. So what is going to happen essentially is, as you become more trusting, you are just going to be taken to a place where you're meant to be. Okay, and that is where you'll meet your tribe. So right now, you need to stop resisting and just allow things to happen, because things are happening just the way they should be happening in your life. But you're just focusing so much that you're going in the wrong direction because of that. And what your spirit guides are here to tell you, they are telling you that if you trust them, that they'll just point you in the right direction. Okay, sometimes spirit guides, I'll tell you, they just make me laugh because the way things progress in the readings, it's just funny. So basically, they are here to tell you that if you just allow them pile to, they'll point you in the right direction, and the right direction will lead you towards the place you're meant to be. Okay, so basically, I'll tell you, just trust the process. Trust the process, trust your spirit guides, because firstly, they are a funny lot and they love you and they'll just help you no matter what. Yeah, that is what I'm here to tell you. And other than that, you need to understand that everything in this life is connected. Every choice you make is connected. Every vibration that you give out is connected to the outcome that you'll get. So be very mindful about the kind of vibration you're sending out to the universe. You're trying too hard, pile 2. You're literally trying too hard, and you honestly don't have to try that hard. Like, if you just trust yourself, if you trust your voice, if you just trust your own path in life, you'll end up where you're supposed to be. Okay, so right now, have faith. Everything in the universe is connected. So what I want to tell you here is, be very, very mindful about your thought process as well. Make sure you listen to meditation every single day, and listen to meditation which sort of uplifts your vibe. Yeah, Esther Hicks is somebody I love listening to, and along with that you have Louise Hay as well. What I'll do is, I'll just make sure to link a couple of videos from them that will help you. Just listen to them. Just listening to those things will sort of shift your vibration, and once your vibration shifts, once you become more trusting of your path, of your process, you will end up exactly where you're meant to be. And let me tell you, pile 2, for a couple of you, you are just walking in the wrong direction, and this is going away from your soul tribe and your soulmate. Okay, so you need to redirect and reflect on certain behaviors, certain patterns, because like I said, certain patterns you're carrying from a past life. Okay, please make sure to pay attention to it and just trust the process. Have fun, laugh, take a break, go out and take a walk, make a cup of tea for yourself. If you enjoy listening to music, if you enjoy dancing, if you just enjoy doing anything at all, do that, because at this point of time, having fun is really, really important for you. Trust the process, you'll be just where you're meant to be. Yeah, I'll leave you here, pile 2. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, then these are the messages that you're meant to receive at this point of time. Now, firstly, pile 3, I really need to remind you, you need to be more conscious of your root chakra, okay? Because what is happening is, your root chakra is slightly getting affected by certain events in your life. Yeah, so make sure you're taking time for yourself, you're really grounding yourself. If you can, just walk barefoot on ground. If you can, just go out and connect with the energies of nature, because grounding yourself, grounding your energies is something that you currently need in your life. Yeah, that is something I'm really getting very, very strongly. And along with that, you need to change your strategy when it comes to working with people, pile 3. Because what will happen is, as you move forward on this journey, is you'll find that you'll meet a lot of people who will not agree with what you'll have to say. But your job is not to convince them of anything. Your job is not to convince them that your point of view is right. Wherever you are in your life, you are right, but wherever they are in their life, they are right as well. See, understand, we have our unique journeys, we have our unique experiences, and every person's experiences sort of makes them into a different person. So you people are just different, and just don't clash because of that, and definitely don't try to convince the other person that you are right and they are wrong, because just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Sometimes it's important to pick your battles wisely. That's coming through for you. And along with that, what is important for you is to need to learn to maintain peace within you. What happens is, maybe there is a possibility that people, situation, events sort of trigger you. Like, if somebody says something and something inside you gets hurt, so that sort of brings forth a lot of emotions that are sort of unpleasant for you, and it's time for you to heal those emotions. Okay, that's really, really important for you. Make sure you to do that. In fact, there is a possibility, like pile 3, you may want to go back and listen to the messages that pile 1 had, because I do believe those are a bit linked for you guys, just make sure you're taking care of your emotions at this point of time and resolving any emotions that are not resolved. Okay, that is coming through very strongly here as well. Also, what is important for you, pile 3, is you need to learn to love yourself. You need to love yourself unconditionally and not expect the other person to give you the love that you need. See, understand, we, our own selves in our journey, are inexhaustible sources of love. What is important for us to search that source of love within ourselves. And if you just need to search that love, the source of love externally, it is only God, it is only source that can provide you with the love you seek, because it is only God or source who is our eternal beloved. Other than that, anybody else that you meet, whether this is your partner, this is your friend, whether this is your parent, they are all just people who are just like you, flawed. We are all flawed in our own unique ways. So what will happen is, if you rely on somebody else to fulfill you, for the rest of your life you will remain unfulfilled. So make sure, if you seek a love, you are the person who give yourself that love. Yeah, other than that, rely on the source and God to give you that love, because you need to feel the love for yourself in your heart. And what will happen is, as you fill yourself up, as you fill your own cup up with love, you will just feel great. And what will happen is, people will sort of notice that about yourself. Okay, and what will happen is, as a result of this, your responses to people will change, and as a result, their responses to you will change as well. Okay, if you want love, make sure to find that within, is the message your spirit guides are here to tell you. Also, what is important for you, pile 3, is you need to be joyful at all point of time in life. So what happens is, here what I see is, like I mentioned in the very first one, you get really affected by external circumstances. Don't let anybody else dictate what brings you joy. Don't let anybody be the cause of your joy and happiness. Seek that within. Yeah, that is the message for you. Like I said, you need to be grounded at this point of time. Grounded in love is also what I'm really getting here. Your emotions really need to heal. Okay, I'm getting really strong inner child healing messages here. So if you feel like you are somebody who needs that inner child healing, make sure to give yourself that. Yeah, but learn to have fun. Have fun in everyday life. Learn to become a child again. Maybe you need to start becoming a child again and do everything that you feel like you missed out as a child. That is the message that I'm really getting here. But just feel joy. Yeah. And other than that, connect with Mother Earth. See, again, Mother Earth is like the perfect personification of unconditional love. Because Mother Earth just gives. She does not expect you to give her anything back in return. She is just giving. Look at nature. Nature just gives and gives and gives. Whether we give it back, we don't give it back, it doesn't care. So probably you need to become more like nature. And again, what I'm also getting here is, you need to adopt a more earth-based lifestyle. So this can be in terms of food, this can be in terms of choice of clothing, choosing more organic stuff, choosing more things that are earth friendly is again something that I'm really getting. Because what will happen is, as you connect to the basic energies, organic energies, you'll start feeling better. That is what I'm really getting here. Yeah, but don't look for love outside. All the love you need, it's within you. Yeah. And what is going to happen is, as you sort of sort these emotions out within yourself, you'll start meeting new people. That is what is coming forth for you. Because what is happening here is, you, pile 3, are being prepared for a new relationship, is what I'm getting here. Again, this can be a new relationship in terms of romantic relationship. But other than that, this could also be platonic nature. For example, this could be connecting with your spirit tribe. That can also happen as well. Just make sure to be prepared for this. And how will you prepare for this? By just giving yourself the love you seek. But you're going to start a new adventure in your life. It's important for you to just be mindful of that. Yeah. Again, okay, now this is really important for you, pile 3. What is important for you right now? You are starting a new journey. But this journey is towards a sacred destination. Like, what is happening is, you are being readied by the universe, you're being readied by your spirit guides to meet your guru. That is what I'm getting here. You are sort of, being shown a pathway now that will take you towards your initiation process. That is what is coming forth. Also, what I see is for you, this is going to be an actual travel to a sacred mountain to connect with the energies of nature. Now, there are certain brilliant spots all over the world where the energies are so much more intense, the energies are so much more sacred. So maybe having a spiritual trip to a religious destination or a spiritual destination close to a mountain is very much in your cards in the near future. So be ready for this journey. And in order to prepare yourself for this journey, a lot internally needs to shift for you in your landscape. You really, really need to go and watch the very first pile, okay? Because you are being prepared. You're being prepared for an initiation where what will happen is you'll find a guru, and the guru will then prepare you for your journey forward. Okay, whatever that journey there is, but you're meeting somebody very significant in your life's journey at this point of time. Now, again, what is happening for you here is your spirit guides are telling you that they have already seen your future. Because what happens is when it comes to our dimension, which is the earthly dimension, the concept of time is something that is only bound for us. But for our spirit guides, for our ascended masters, but for God, there is no such thing as time. It's all a linear process. So your spirit guides and God have seen you in the future. And what this is just they coming back to you and giving you certain guidance. They're telling you that it is time that you meet your teacher. And when you are going to meet a teacher, it is important for you to prepare yourself, okay? To become the best version of yourself, so that when you meet this person, your journey forward can really, really start again. Like, you are meant to become whole. And once you meet this person, that process is just going to be complete. You're very close to an initiation process is very much a message that I'm getting here. Again, be open to the messages that you're getting in your dreams at this point of time, okay? And understand something. What messages we get in our dreams, the interpretation of those dreams are something that only we can understand. Because see, when it comes to dreams, those are messages from your own spirit guides. So in order to understand them, you need to be more in tune with your spirit guides, okay? Nobody else can sort of, decode your dreams for you. So make sure every day, if you can, maintain a dream journal. So as soon as you wake up, you sort of note down, and just make sure to then reflect on what are the key concepts that you're looking at in your dreams. Or do you dream of a mountain? Do you dream of water? Do you dream of birds? Whatever it is that you're dreaming out of, then what you need to do is, then you need to take up these symbols and look it up and see what messages that they give. Whatever this exploration is, it has to be on your own. Nobody else can decode this for you, is what I'm getting at. Either way, you're going to get a lot of messages from your dreams, and they will sort of assist you on this journey forward, is what I'm getting at. Again, you're being prepared for a beautiful journey, a journey towards meeting your potential guru, is what I'm getting, and towards being initiated in the next part of your journey, is what is coming forth. That is your message for today, pile 3. I'm going to leave you here. You guys are in my prayer, and I send you nothing but my very, very best. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 4, then these are the messages that you're meant to receive at this point of time. Now what I get here for you, pile 4, is you are going to start intuitively getting a lot of messages. Intuitively getting messages about what you need to learn henceforth. Because the way I see it is, in this lifetime, you are meant to be very knowledgeable, but also very knowledgeable about diverse fields, is what I'm getting here. This doesn't always have to be about your work related information, but just information and knowledge related to a lot of unrelated to subjects. But you are meant to have that, is what is coming forth. But also what is important for you to remember is to maintain a journal. Maintain a journal of whatever it is that you're learning, and how you are using it in your life, and how that is affecting you in turn. Because what is important here is that journal that you will maintain, you will need that in the future for reference. That is the message that I'm really getting here. Just make sure you're very dedicated towards learning, because this will really, really help you in the long run, is what I'm getting here. Again, what is going to happen is, at this point of time in your life, pile 4, the more you give, the more you invest in yourself, the more returns you will get in the later point of time. Also, what I'm getting here is all the spiritual work that you've already done, that is showing results in your life. You're progressing at a very, very rapid state, and this progress is not only going to show up in your personal life, but it is also going to show up in your material life. So I also in the upcoming days see you materially progressing a lot. Progressing in terms of your career is also what I see completely for you. Also, one message that I'm really getting here is for people who want to start a family. That can happen sooner than you expected. Okay, so this can be just for very few of you, but since it was a message that I was getting, I just thought I needed to deliver this. But understand, whatever it is that you're investing in your life, you're going to get returns for it. Yeah, so make sure you're being very, very invested when it comes to your own journey. Also, what is important for you, it's important for you to remember, pile 4, is there is no such thing as complete knowledge, and sometimes in your life it is also important to unlearn things that you've already learned. See, what happens is when somebody tries to teach us something, or somebody who tries to sort of give you a fresh perspective about something, because of past conditioning you sort of reject it. So don't really do that, because that will hamper your teaching and learning patterns. So it is important for you sometimes to unlearn some things and learn some things again. Okay, so looking at something with a beginner's mind time and again is something that is going to be really, really important for you. I'm really getting a strong sense of Jupiter, so make sure to pay attention where Jupiter is in your chart, because that will sort of give you like a lot of idea about where you need to head in terms of your future choices. Okay, again, interest in astrology, if that is something you have, then that is something you really need to pay attention towards, because that will really help you right now. Yeah, so if astrology interests you, please make sure to head in that direction. Also, pile 4, what is coming forth for you is the situations that you will now be put into will be huge learning grounds for you. The people you meet right now into your life are going to be people who will teach you a lot about yourself. Okay, so in fact, those are your biggest teachers. You need to be really, really grateful towards them and understand. You need to bring love into the situation. See, anytime in our lives, the core lesson is to love. To love not only ourselves, but also to love every person who comes into our life, even if that is your biggest enemy. Even if they are giving you hate, even if they're giving you negative emotions, leave them with love, because your karma has to be that of love. Okay, just forget about what the other person's karma is going to be. Everything that they come with is a result of their past life actions. Now our responsibility is to ensure that we become really pure souls in this lifetime, so our responses are always our own reactions. Okay, make sure you're really controlling that and just giving out vibrations of love. That is really important, because what will happen is, as soon as your vibration change, as soon as you tune into the vibration of love and start giving that out, the obstacles that you're facing in your life in the form of certain people will actually be removed from your life. And what will happen is, things will get smoother for you, not only in terms of your relationship area, but in terms of the other areas of your life as well. See, what is happening for you, pile 4, you have a lot of relationship karma. So as soon as that karma resolves for you, the other areas of your life will also end up becoming smoother. So whatever obstacles you're facing in your life right now, it is because of certain relationship karma that you have accumulated as a result of your past life actions. Now, also for you, one of your spirit guides at this point of time happens to be Eagle, and Eagle is honestly one of my favorite spirit guides, because I do work with them very, very closely. And when it comes to an eagle, or when it comes to a hawk, their medicine teaches us to make sure, even if we are flying at a really high height, to make sure that our eyes are down to earth. So make sure you are not very much attached to your ego at this point of time. See, again, like I was telling you, you need to learn a lot of things. So having that beginner's mind, having that humility to learn once again, even even though you know a lot, is going to be very, very important for you. So make sure you're remaining grounded, you're remaining humble, and any person who comes into your experience to teach you, you are learning from them and you're being grateful for the experience and you're letting it go. That's really, really important for you at this point of time, because only a person who remains humble can really, really progress a lot in life. Okay, that's really coming forth for you. And again, you need to remind yourself that your mind is free. See, what happens is sometimes we are so conditioned by our past. This can be past life or just our present life, just in the recent past, that we sort of clutter our mind. And it is important then to ensure that your mind is free. Your mind is free from past conditioning. So maybe an affirmation that you can repeat is, I free myself from all past conditioning. I free myself from all past conditioning. My mind is free. My mind is free. You can sort of repeat it again and again. So what will happen is your mind will remain calm, your mind will remain balanced, and you'll be freed from all the past things, you know. And again, you need to listen. You need to listen from all dimensions of life what is coming forth, not only for your spirit guides, because I do believe you learn a lot from your spirit guides. You need to learn from nature as well, and you are also going to learn from people. So at this point of time, your job, pile 4, is just to free your mind and listen, and to let whatever guidance is coming into your experience come into your experience. Because what is going to happen is, this will just enable you to move forward in your journey, but this will also make you into a much more stronger and a much more advanced kind of an individual. Because as we saw, you're going to be learning a lot, and a person who learns a lot, of course, becomes very, very wiser, because it is only knowledge that sets us free in the end. Okay, so make sure to become a student of life. A student from life continually learns, whether this is people, whether this is circumstances, whether this is emotions. Your job at this point of time is just listen. Listen without judgment. Listen from whoever it is that is willing to teach you at this point of time. Honestly, at this point, any person who comes into your experience can be a teacher in disguise. So really, really pay attention. And if you have a teacher in your life, make sure you're being very respectful towards this person, and you really follow the path that he's willing to take you on. That's very important for you on your journey again. I'll leave you here. You are on a very important cusp of your life is what I see, because anytime fresh knowledge is willing to come in, that's an important stage. Yeah, so I'll leave you here, pile 4. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.